Morning students, how are you all? Hope you're fine with the grace of the Almighty God. So students, we will start with chapter 8 from the geography part, and our topic of the chapter is climate of India. What we are going to learn in this chapter is about climatic variations in India, factors that influence the climate of India, seasons of India, distributions of rainfall. First of all, let's see some videos and understand the chapter. If you have doubt, then I will do my explanation. If you did, then also if you don't understand, let's watch the video and try to understand. Okay, so on your screen you can see the video now.
India, climate, vegetation and wildlife. India. The climate of a country plays a vital role in shaping its economy and diversity. Our country enjoys a cultural diversity with a variety of people, languages, religions, customs and traditions. We must understand the complex character of climate that influences people. The climate is the average weather condition which has been measured over many years. Due to its vast extent, India experiences a variety of climate from a hot and humid equatorial climate to cold and dry tundra climate. All the places of the north and central India experience a continental type of climate. The coastal areas of India experience equable type of climate as the variation in the range of temperature is very low. However, the climate of India has broadly been described as monsoon type. Due to India's location in the tropical region, most of the rain is caused by monsoon winds. Good monsoons in India mean adequate rain and good harvest. Factors affecting climate. Latitude. As India is located roughly between 8 degrees 4 minutes north and 37 degrees 6 minutes north latitudes, it gives India a tropical and subtropical climate. The climate is hot depending on the distance from the equator. Altitude. As we move up higher from the surface, we feel colder. The temperature falls at the rate of 1 degree Celsius for every 165 meters. This effect is felt in the mountains and plateaus. This explains why places experience great heat in summers while Himalayas are much cooler. Distance from the sea. The sea has a cooling effect over coastal areas. They have a moderating effect, which means that areas close to sea do not experience a large variation in temperature. It explains why Kerala experiences less variation in temperature than that of Delhi. Winds. If there is a difference in atmospheric pressure between two regions, air moves from region of higher pressure to the region of lower pressure. This movement of air is called as wind. A constant cool wind makes the climate cooler and a hot wind makes it warmer. Mountains. In India, Himalayan mountain acts as a climatic barrier. It stands as a barrier against the cold wind from northern Asia. They also force monsoon winds to shed their moisture within the country. Without this barrier, the monsoon winds would have blown into Central Asia and the northern parts of India would have remained dry. Weather. Weather is the day-to-day changes in the atmosphere. It includes changes in temperature, wind, sunshine, precipitation, etc. These elements determine the weather you experience. The conditions of weather is also determined by reliefs, oceans, mountains and air currents. These factors also determine what we wear or what we eat or drink. When it is hot continuously for several days, we do not require woolen clothing. This is why people in South India hardly use woolen clothes. During winters in northern India, we feel cold even after wearing woolen clothes due to windy and chilly conditions. Seasons. The climate of India can be described in terms of an annual cycle of seasons. The 4 distinct seasons follow a set pattern. The 4 main seasons can be described in the following main categories. Winter. During the winter season, the sun rays do not fall directly in the region and the winds blow from land to sea. In general, the temperature decreases from south to north. In the northernmost part of the country, the minimum temperature may reach even below 0 degrees Celsius. Rainfall over the entire subcontinent during this season is moderate to scanty as the land gets cold, forming a high-pressure system. In India, winter begins in December and lasts till February. As the sun's rays fall on the equator in the 3rd week of March, heat starts reaching the northern hemisphere. In India, summer is characterized by hot and dry weather. Summer comes to southern states first. The maximum temperature may even rise to above 45 degrees Celsius in North and Northwest India during the month of May. There is no respite from the heat as there are no regular showers. The hot and dusty winds called Loo sometimes increase the temperature by 2 or 3 degrees. Thus, in India, summers begin in March and continue up to May. Rainy season. By April-May, the heat becomes intense in North India to form a distinct low-pressure area. This starts attracting winds from the high-pressure zones over the Indian Ocean to move towards India as monsoon winds. These winds are moisture-laden and cause heavy rainfall in India. This season of heavy rainfall is also called monsoon, and most of India receives rainfall during this season. The rainy season in India begins in the month of June and lasts till September. Autumn, retreating monsoons. The monsoon starts retreating from India in the month of October. During this time, the sun's direct rays are back on the equator and the Indian peninsula starts to cool down again as the sun starts to move away from the Tropic of Cancer. In the early parts of October, the heat remains oppressive as the ground is still moist and the sky remains clear, making the weather uncomfortable. It is known as October heat. The retreating monsoons bring rainfall to coastal Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. The rains are often accompanied by strong winds. Natural vegetation. The plants that grow in natural conditions at a place describe the natural vegetation of a place. We see a variety of plant life in our surroundings. There are small plants called bushes and shrubs, along with tall trees having many branches and leaves. These grasses, bushes, shrubs and trees which grow on their own without interference are called natural vegetation. The vegetation cover of a place is a mirror of its climate. Apart from climate, other factor that influences natural vegetation cover is the relief of the land. Therefore, vegetation varies with relief and climate. Due to varied climatic conditions, India has a varied range of natural vegetation. The broad categories of natural vegetation are discussed below. Tropical rainforests. This type of vegetation is found in the areas where the annual amount of rainfall is over 200 centimeters. Forests are so dense that sunlight does not reach the ground. These have many evergreen trees which do not shed their leaves across seasons. This vegetation type is found in Western Ghats, parts of Assam and Meghalaya, West Bengal, Odisha, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The common vegetation includes rosewood, mahogany, etc. Trivia. In India, 16 major types of forests have been found recognized. These 16 major types can be grouped into 5 major categories, namely moist tropical, dry tropical, montane subtropical, temperate and alpine forests. Tropical deciduous forests. These are also known as monsoon forests. It is the most common type of forest in India. They are found in the regions having rainfall between 80 to 200 centimeters in a year. Because of long dry spell, the trees shed their leaves and grow new leaves in rainy season. These forests are found in Chota Nagpur Plateau, covering Chhattisgarh and parts of Madhya Pradesh, western parts of Odisha and Jharkhand. The common vegetation includes shisham, teak, mango, neem, babool, sandalwood, sal, etc. Thorn forests. These are found in areas receiving less than 75 centimeters rainfall. Thorn forests are also found in swampy areas that are constantly washed by the sea water during high tides. These are found in Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab and Haryana and in the interior parts of the peninsular plateau. The common vegetation includes babool, kher, date palms, cactus, etc. Trees are short and stunted, which have thick bark and short leaves.
So students, I hope that you understood. I will allow you to speak. If you did not understand, then we'll read and understand the chapter. Anusha, you understood? Because it is going very detailed. I was actually checking the means one by one. I was checking the lines and it is matching also by our book. All yes, by the book also it is matching. Yes or no, Anusha?
Yes, sir.
And it is very easy to understand by the video. Yes. And now what we need is that we need to read the chapter and we need to understand. Revision we will do only. Don't worry about it. We will do the revision and we will clearly understand. If you have doubt, then you can clear your doubt in there also. I hope that this chapter is things will be over. We'll start next day our chapter 9. Okay, because our you have got very less time and study properly in home because time is not there. Exam is coming very soon. Okay. So students, as you know that our explanation part is over. So now we will read the chapter orally and I will give the students to read. And now the presently reading will be done by Tanveer, chapter 9 of Geography, page number 182. So Tanveer, read.
Okay, sir. Chapter 9, Indian Natural Vegetation and Wildlife. Natural vegetation. Nature has gifted us with a large variety of nature resources. One of them is nature vegetation. Plants that grow naturally without human interference and have been left undisturbed for a long time is known as the natural vegetation of a place. The natural vegetation of India ranges from what is found in tropical regions to Arctic regions. The distribution of vegetation in India is uneven and is determined by the amount of rainfall, soil, climate, and topography. In this chapter, we will study about the types of forest and wildlife found in India. Types of forest found in India. The five main type of natural vegetation found in India are tropical evergreen forest, tropical deciduous forest, thorn and scrub forest, mountain forest, mangrove and tidal forest.
Tidal is tidal,
As
tidal forest. Say tidal forest.
mangrove and tidal forest.
Okay, now stop. Rubiul,
Yes, sir.
Rubiul, you read tropical evergreen forest. On the camera once.
So which one?
On the camera once. I have given you to read one page number 183, tropical evergreen forest. Okay. You
Sir.
can tropical evergreen forest. Read this. Rubiul on the camera.
So wait.
No need to wear a school's uniform now. From next time onwards, you wear the school uniform and you come and sit. Okay? Each and everyone I'm saying. So tropical evergreen forest, start from there. Rubigol, time is going on.
Yes, sir. Tropical green forest.
Evergreen
Tropical
forest.
evergreen. As the name suggests, the trees in this forest are evergreen because the trees shade their leaves at different times of the year. Such, the forest looks green all year round. These forests are found in regions that receive an annual rainfall of more than 250 centimeters and short dry season. The temperatures here ranges between 25 degrees Celsius and 35 degrees Celsius. Tropical evergreen forests are also known as tropical rainforests. These forests are found in northeastern states, part of West Bengal, along the Western Ghats and the island groups of Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar Island. The trees of tropical evergreen forest are tall and are of hardwood types. The broad foliage forms layers emerging canopy, understory, and forest floor. The tallest layer of the rainforest is the emergent layer. Here, trees can reach up to 150 feet. The layer where the tall trees form an umbrella at the top is called the canopy layer. The canopy prevents the sunlight from penetrating penetrating
Penetrating,
below
penetrating.
penetrating penetrating below. The understory is made up of storage trees and shrubs. The forest floor hardly receives any sunlight because of which plants really grow here and dead plants decompose very quickly. The valuable trees found in this forest are ebony, mahogany, and rosewood. Wild rubber tree and bamboo also grow in this forest.
Okay, stop.
Tropical
Umme Habiba, read tropical deciduous forest. Umme Habiba,
Yes, sir.
read tropical deciduous forest.
Tropical deciduous forest. These are most widespread forest
Widespread
from
forest.
found.
These are most widespread forest. These
These
are,
are the most
say,
widespread forest
widespread were
found in
not. Listen, these are the most widespread. Spread is there. You see, spread.
widespread forest.
Why say no? No, you say the words widespread.
Widespread
Spread.
spread
Yeah.
widespread forest found in India. Tropical deciduous forests are also called monsoon forest, as they are found in regions with monsoon climate. The forest receive an annual rainfall between 150 to 200 centimeter, with a long dry season. Tropical deciduous forest. These forests shed their leaves during the dry season. They are found along the eastern slopes of the Western Ghats.
Ghats, it is,
North
listen, Western Ghats it is, not Ghats. It's Ghats, Western Ghats, okay? Now read Northeastern.
northeastern part of the peninsular plateau, foothills
It's
of
not
the
plateau.
Himalayas.
Listen. It's not plateau, it's plateau, okay? Read it properly. Pronunciation you do nicely. Plateau, it's plateau. Say plateau.
Plateau,
Yeah.
foothill
Foothills.
of the
Yeah, say.
foothills of the Himalaya, and the eastern part of the northern plains. These forests are less dense and have shorter trees with broad trunks. The main trees found here are the sal, teak,
It is Sal.
shisha,
Listen. It is Sal, teak, shisham, and say.
bamboo.
Yeah.
They are economically the most important forest.
Okay, stop. So students, see, I can understand that you are very, means some of the students, all I will not say, some of the students are very poor in reading because they do not have the practice. Okay. Keep practice how to read, because if you don't keep the practice to read the chapter, you will suffer in future when you will go in class 7, 8, 9, 10, especially in class 10. 9 and 10 you have to read the book, okay? Because preparations, the question paper will be prepared by the board that time. The question paper will not be prepared by us that time. What type of questions will come, we don't know, right? And you also don't. So from inside questions also you have to read by reading the book, and that time if you read mistake, if you learn mistake, you write mistake. So pronunciation you do very clearly. If you don't know the pronunciation, then ask someone who knows, or you can ask your teacher also, okay? So you can ask your any subject. If you have doubt, then you can ask the teacher, okay? It's not about one subject only, I'm saying each any subject. If you have doubt, then you can ask. The thing why you, I understood that why you are speaking your English is very poor, because you are not having practice. So have a practice of book reading, not only book reading, newspaper also. In this way you can develop your English. So bye bye everyone. I hope that next class we will meet soon.